Hello, gorgeous soul. Welcome to your May astrology. It's all kicking off. It's really intense. Now, I'm going to begin with something that means you're going to have to do a little bit of homework. We have a major karmic shift as the nodes are shifting signs. So we have the North Node going into Gemini and the South Node going into Sagittarius. And you're like, what's the nodes, Michelle? Go onto my website, get your free natal chart, which has a description, work out where your nodes are. Yeah, and then you will find out a massive shift is coming, and it will help you find out which area. And it's all about a karma change. Our karma is changing. Happens every 18 months, but it gives us a fresh way to evolve and transform and change our reality. So I'm not going to talk about that here, but it's really important that you find out where your nodes are, particularly if it turns out that your nodes are in Gemini or Sagittarius, because it means there's a big breakthrough coming for you. Anyway, aside from that, it's a massive month. We have Jupiter and we have Saturn and we have Venus going retrograde. It's full on. There's such learning and fingers crossed, the opportunity for empowerment. Here's your monthly astrology. Hi Libra, my darling, how are you doing? I hope you're keeping your balance in these interesting times. We kick off May with a full moon on the 7th of May UK time, and this full moon is in your area of security and abundance. So you might get a revelation about how you can invite more abundance and security in your life. If there's something you need to ditch or let go of, or there's something making you feel insecure, or if you've got an insecurity issue that you may feel more of it, may come on in waves, but look for the answer. There's always going to be a sign and an opportunity in a full moon. It doesn't just sort of shake us up and make us go, emotionally for no reason. We're normally given a dream, or we suddenly realize something. We have an internal and intuitive revelation. So please trust your intuition. Take time to think about what's coming up for you during that full moon. We have such intense retrograde energy. It's all about reflecting on the past this month. But firstly, Mercury trines Pluto, and then Mercury then trines Jupiter in your position of home and family, and you're going to make some changes. If there's someone in your family that you feel unsupported by, if there's been some kind of loss or change and you didn't feel supported by someone else during that process, you're like, no, it's over, it's done. You're going to feel confident to stand in your power when it comes to your family and make radical shifts so that you're feeling good about you. Then we have Mercury shifting signs, and it's going into your position of adventure. You are feeling much freer about expressing what you want to do. You might be talking about, going on a trip when this is done. You want to learn. You might sign up for a course, but you're hungry for knowledge and adventure and expansion. But you're starting to get the ideas on how that can become a reality. You're waking up. Now, Saturn is retrograde, and it's making you think about when you were last happy, you were last happy in a relationship, a loving relationship, when you were last creative, when you were last feeling joyful. And you're trying to go back to think about, if you've lost any of those areas of happiness, how to reclaim them. And Saturn is going, it's time to take responsibility to get in touch with what you need to do to bring that joy and that happiness back into your life. Mars is shifting signs, and it's giving you real power and energy to change your day-to-day routines, habits and patterns, and to focus on your health and well-being. And you've got this drive to do it. You've got the power to make those changes this month. The Sun is shifting signs and making you much more optimistic, actually. So there's a lot of leaping out of bed and going, yes, today is a new day. And you're starting to fantasize about what you're going to do adventure-wise, and you're bringing a little bit of adventure into your day-to-day reality. And all of this energy is going to like a crescendo on the new moon. And on that new moon, we've got Sun, Moon, Mercury, Venus, Vesta, and North Node, all in that energy. Can you imagine? So you're like, wow, I need an adventure. You're going to create an adventure. You're inspired about how you can grow and transform. Inspiration, you know, like I don't know about you, but for a few of these kind of weeks in lockdown, it's been like, a bit meh. You know, even though it should be a time to relax, it hasn't felt very relaxing for a lot of people at various points. It's felt like a strain to kind of do whatever we've got to do in these circumstances, you know, and I've got it lucky. I've got like a lot of space, but lots of people have felt restricted or emotionally kind of heavy during this time. But you have a great big uplifting energy coming to you, so you're going to feel lively and excited again. And then finally, at the end of the month on the 28th, Mercury is shifting signs and going into your career zone, giving you the opportunity to talk again and to think again about your career and where you're going. And there might be some very interesting conversations around your career and around your reputation, around the next step for you, and you feel much more in control. Take care, gorgeous, and I'll speak to you soon. Hi, gorgeous. Before you go, check out my new film on my fabulous psychics. A lot of people ask me for readings. I don't do them anymore, but for over 20 years, I've had an award-winning team of psychics that I truly hand-pick. So check out the film, let me know what you think.
The purpose of a reading, I feel, is very much to inspire people and to empower people.
It's about hope. It's about guidance.
Using a phone or being with you, it will be the same because the matter is spiritual.
It's very important for me that the client feels spirit with them. So it was a psychic reading.
I don't remember the readings right after because it's not myself giving that, it's actually coming from spirit.
And it is a bit like a three-way conversation. I've got the person on the phone, I've got me, and I've got another voice that's telling me things.
I even shock myself, things that I come up with, and I think, how did I get that?
I'm channeling messages only for one purpose, to help people.
It's been able to help somebody have a map back to where they've got lost from.
My priority is to connect to your truth and have the best life that you can have.
I think in my readings people feel a sense of a safe space where they can really be themselves, let go.
You need a feeling of being understood because reading should be empowering.
I will make sure when the reading is finished that you're happy with everything.
I couldn't do anything else. It's part of who I am. It's what I came here for, obviously.
And when they come back and tell you they've got their dream job or the love of their life, that really makes me feel like I'm valued.
I love to hear a sigh of relief. A lot of weight has been lifted off their shoulders.
We have the answers that we are looking for within ourselves. I know I have the tools to help you.
Everything begins and ends with you.